Good evening, friends. God bless you. Um, I have come across very fascinating observation from Genesis 31 and 32. Have you found yourself trapped where you cannot go back where you were before, nor you cannot move forward because of whatever reason? You don't know whether you should turn back because you cannot go back, and there is a fear in the future what will happen next. And then in these situations we cried out to God that God deliver me, God help me, and seems nothing is happening. It seems like that God has no compassion, no concerns about our situation. Well, the story is about Jacob in Genesis 31. Jacob realized that his uncle Laban's countenance has changed. And then he flee from Laban with his wife and with his children. And Bible says that Laban pursued 3 days. And he catch up with Jacob. And he has people with him. And Jacob was afraid, because if you read Genesis 31, you see that Jacob told Laban that I'm afraid of you. And Laban also said that, Jacob, I could have harmed you. I could have harmed you. So Jacob knew that Laban is capable of harming me. And Laban's intention was to harm Jacob. But God appeared to Laban in the night and said that, do not say a good or bad word or anything. And we know that Jacob was delivered from Laban. But until that point, we know that Jacob was afraid of Laban. He's fleeing, and Laban is pursuing him because it was 3 days of pursuit. On the other hand, Jacob ran from his father's house to Paran because his brother Esau wanted to kill him. And now Jacob is in this situation before Laban came and met him. He knew that he cannot go back. But also there is a fear going forward because Esau was on his way to meet him. Because if you read Genesis 32, Jacob says that he pleads God, I am afraid of Esau. When he heard that Esau is coming with 400 people, he said, God, I am afraid of Esau. And even before meeting Esau, Jacob bowed down 7 times to the ground. So Jacob is in a situation where he cannot go back because he was afraid of Laban. In the future, he's afraid about meeting Esau because he thought that Esau wanted to kill me. We find ourselves in our life such a situation where we cannot go back from where we came. There is a fear. And we cannot go forward because there is a fear. But Jacob, with his fears, with his doubts, with everything he has, he slowly kept moving. And when he met Esau ran to him. He ran to meet him. Well, Jacob was bowing down 7 times to the ground. Esau ran to meet him. He hugged him and he kissed him. That proves that Esau is no longer angry. Esau has forgiven his brother a long time ago. Now, here is the thing. Jacob was praying to God for deliverance. And you would think that God would have appeared to Jacob and would have told him, Jacob, don't worry about Laban. I'm going to appear to him in a dream. He is not going to harm you. Or Jacob, don't worry about going to your father's house. I have changed Esau's heart and he has forgiven you. You would have think that God would appear in a dream to Jacob and tell him everything what he has done for him. Or God would have appeared to Jacob and said that, Jacob, I have heard your prayer. I have taken care of your fear. Would it not be nice? Well, God's ways are different than our ways. God took care of Jacob's fear from Laban and Jacob's fear from Esau. God changed their hearts. God warned them. God warned Laban, don't do anything to Jacob. But God never told Jacob that I have heard your prayers. I have answered your prayers. And then when Jacob wrestled with God, the whole story is now not about wrestling. It's a story about God was telling Jacob, do you understand that I love you so much, that you are so precious to me, that whatever your fears are, I have taken care of you. You need to rely on me. You need to know me, that I am your father. And you might be in the same situation tonight, where you are trapped between two fears. You cannot go back, nor you can move forward. There are unknown fears, and you have cried out to God, God, I am fearful. Help me, show me the way. And there is total dead silence. But this story tells us that God wanted us to trust Him. He has heard our prayers. He has answered our prayer. He has taken care of our fears, whatever they may be, because He loves you. So if you are finding yourself trapped and seems that there is no answer of your prayers, be assured that God has heard you and God has taken care of your all fears, and He has prepared a path for you. Jeremiah 29:11 says that I have planned to prosper you and not to harm you, declares the Lord. I hope God has blessed you tonight. Thank you.